Here we are at the Santa Ana DMV. This is one of 3 to 4 courses that they may take you on. This is one of the most popular courses that they take you on. Let's get started. You will immediately come out of the DMV and go to your right. After they ask you to do your arm signals and identify certain things in the car, you'll make a right immediately as you come out of the DMV on McKay. Then you'll come out and make a right on Grand. Make sure you make a full and complete stop behind the limit line and yield to oncoming traffic. Make sure you yield to oncoming traffic. Do not make your examiner nervous in any way. Now we'll come up to First Street ahead. And make a right on First Street. If the light is red, you don't have to make a right-hand turn on a red light, but you want your examiner to know that you know the law, so proceed if it is safe. The 6 things that they'll be looking for are running a red light, running a stop sign, going up or off a curb, going inside the bike lane before it's dashed, stopping inside the crosswalk, and not using your mirrors or looking over your shoulder when you make a lane change. The acronym is SMOG, Signal, Mirror, Over the Shoulder, Glide and Go. Whenever you make a right-hand turn or a left-hand turn, even when you're leaving your lane or you're going into the turning lane, make sure you look over your shoulder, use your mirrors. Another thing they'll be looking for is traffic checks. Very important traffic checks. Every time you come to a stop sign or a stop light, make sure you look both ways before you proceed. Now we'll make a left up ahead on Golden Circle. Try not to run a yellow light. They really do not want you running yellow lights. If you can avoid it, please do. Now we'll make a left onto Golden Circle. The speed limit's 30 miles an hour. Then we'll be making another left on 4th Street. You want to signal 100 feet before your turn. Left onto 4th Street. Make a full and complete stop, if it's red, behind the crosswalk. Pedestrian always has the right of way. Even if they're doing something illegal, you let them go. And then we'll be making a right on Cabrillo Park. Make sure you signal, mirror, over the shoulder, glide and go for every lane change. A right onto Cabrillo Park. We have a pedestrian, so we will let her cross. If someone stops ahead of you at a stop sign or a red light, you must make your own stop after they've gone. If you're ever not sure of the speed limit, just keep up with traffic until you see a sign. We'll make a left here on Fruit Street. A left on Fruit Street. Full and complete behind the crosswalk, and then proceed if it's safe. Whoever gets to the intersection first goes, unless there's a car on your right, then you allow them to go. They'll have you pull over to the curb here at the park. Have your tires within 18 inches of that cement next to the curb. Place your hand on the passenger seat, look into the rear window, and go back about 30 feet or 3 car lengths. And remember to signal in and signal out when you're done. And at Maybury, we'll make a left. Again, make a full and complete stop behind the limit line. Then go to your left. In these narrow streets, if someone opens their door into traffic or is entering their car and has their door open, never go into the next lane to avoid that situation. Just stay in your lane and slow down or stop if you have to. We'll follow Maybury to the left. Now we'll come back to Cabrillo Park and we'll make a right. Again, this car in front of us, he made his stop. Now we can't go. We have to make our own stop. Full and complete. We can move out to see if it's clear, if it's safe, and proceed. Up ahead, we have 4 traffic lights in a very short span. You want to make sure that you only pay attention to the traffic light that's directly in front of you. If you're looking at the traffic light too far ahead, you may run the light right in front of you. The proper distance to be behind the car in front of you, you want to be able to see the bottom of their tires on the street. That is what they'll be looking for. You want to be able to see the bottom of their tires on the street. You don't want to be playing the radio. No cell phone, no Pokemon Go. Just concentrate only on driving. We're coming up to First Street now. We'll be making a right and heading back toward the DMV. They're going to try to get you into commercial and residential areas all under 15 minutes. It won't take you on the freeway, nor will you parallel park. headed back to the DMV now. We'll be making a left. Right here on McKay. Make sure you yield to oncoming traffic. Very important, yield to oncoming traffic. Do not make your examiner nervous in any way. We'll make a right back into the entrance. And you'll park in any one of these parking stalls. And that concludes your test.